welcome back to my channel. It's your boy JVceo. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, support the journey. We're pushing for 10K in 2021. So I put out a questionnaire, not a questionnaire. I put out a snap saying ask me any questions, and I'd answer it on camera. Just the second segment of it. The first segment is out already. This gets even more interesting. We're going to talk about university. Should you go to university or not? Anyways, this question is from, it's 6H. Hi man, I've been watching your videos for a couple of months now. I'm not gonna lie, I've been well informed and inspired. Fantastic. I'm currently in uni studying construction management, trying to get into project management. Long story short, I want to get into commercial and residential property management for a 9-to-5. Is that a good choice, or is there a better direction I could head to? Long story short, I want to get into commercial and residential property management for a 9-to-5. Right, if I'm honest with you, I don't think anyone can tell you what's a good option for your future or not. We all have different trajectories, we all have different ambitions, we all have different journeys to go on. Me personally, if I was speaking for myself, I'm all about ownership. So I would probably go in and do the 9-to-5 to gain experience in commercial and residential property management. But eventually, I'd look to set up my own management company. That's just the way my brain's wired. I don't think it's a bad idea. Also depends on how old you are. So I'm guessing, I mean, you're in uni at the moment, so you're probably 21, 22 or under. So it's not a bad idea to actually go into that field, get all the experience you need, and then actually go down your own route. With that being said, for example, myself, I obviously worked for a period of time. I worked for Carlton Warehouse. Whilst I was studying law, I worked as a consultant, then an assistant manager, then a store manager, doubled up and even managed the region on a few occasions. And that actually done me a world of good in terms of just teaching me a lot about business, about managing people, because managing people is the hardest thing ever. So definitely, I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that's a great career choice. And then you could always scale that up. You could extend it by going into your own firm or creating your own firm. And let's just go back to that question for a minute and let's see what you're studying. So you're studying construction management. If I'm honest with you, the future is really bright for you, man. Very bright. Because you could eventually, once you gain that experience, you could eventually create your own, a mammoth of a company that does construction, that does property management on the residential side, but also property management on the commercial side. And there's a huge scope for that. People like myself, we don't manage our properties, right? And I spoke to a partner about this the other day, and I said, why are you managing your properties when you could spend that time doing other things, like hunting for new deals and creating other business opportunities in other areas? I don't want to have to read through contracts of the tenant who's moving into the place. That's not my job. You know, you learn to delegate and then, you know, push further in other directions. And that's where someone like yourself will come in handy. So I think that's a great idea. But remember, only you know what's best for you. You know, I think that's a great idea. Go and do the 9-to-5 in it, gain the experience, and then move on to something else. Right. We've got another question. This is from Jezelo, it says. Jezelo wants to know, I'm 17 at the moment. Everyone wants me to go to uni, including my parents. However, I am interested in getting into property. I want to be able to own a lot of properties, get rental income from them, and build wealth. What do you think? Right, thank you for sending over your questions as well. Ignore my dogs in the background, by the way. When it comes to university, my whole thing to uni is, if you have a clear career path that doesn't include uni, then go down that route, whatever it is, right? Go down that particular direction. In your particular situation, would I classify that as having a direct route or route? I don't think so. Because you're saying to me you want to buy property, you want to own property, create wealth. Sounds great, but also sounds ambitious. And one thing you can count on me is telling you straight how it is. It does sound ambitious. How are you going to raise the funds to buy properties in the first place? What do you know about properties in the first place? And can you just pin property as the pinnacle of your success with no other backup plans? In your case, I probably would recommend going to university. University, forget the knowledge and everything else. University gives you resilience, helps you test yourself, and helps you get better. I'll give you a perfect example, right? I've always not been the smartest in class, especially growing up. I was always a slow learner. I eventually caught up and I became the A student. However, when I went to university, my first year was pretty bad. I think I just about passed my first year. My second year also was pretty bad because I was very distracted. I think I got a third in my second year. My final year, I knew exactly what I needed to do to come out with a minimum of a 2-1, right? I knew that I basically had to get a first in every single thing, and I did that. I applied myself. So if I'm honest with you, I'm obviously very confident, but sometimes you could be overly confident and just be lying to yourself. I did not know I was capable of that sort of a recovery, but uni made me into that. The sleepless nights, staying in the library till 4 a.m. in the morning. Uni gave me that work ethic, that resilience. Because probably without uni, I probably wouldn't. Another example, I had a bad sleeping habit. You know, I could sleep through anything, literally anything. There could be a storm outside, there could be World War III outside, and I'll be sleeping. But then first year into second year into third year, I just got better and better and better. And now I wake up every single day with no alarm. Uni gave that to me. So to revert back to your question, come back to your question. In my opinion, if you have a clear career path, then pursue it. If you don't have a clear career path, give yourself an opportunity and give yourself options. Apologies, the battery died right there. But anyways, to wrap it up, give yourself an opportunity and go to uni. People talk about, you know, it's 9 grand now to go to uni and so on and so forth. Bro, obviously I don't know about that because I paid for my university, and you could also do the same, save up. It was cheaper my time, to be fair. It was only 3 grand. But what I would say is, talking to my friends that are paying back the loans and so on and so forth, it's not crazy, it's not unaffordable, and you only pay that back once you start earning a certain amount. So don't let that be the reason why you don't go to uni, because honestly, the links, the experience, and just, it is one of those things that you kind of have to experience. It's like growing up as a boy, you falling off your bike. I see university as the same. Just make sure you go in, study a course that you enjoy, but also a course that presents opportunities to you in future. Because remember, right? God forbid, because it's not going to happen, and touch wood, I'll keep going from strength to strength. But if all fails, I have the law degree to fall back on. Literally, I have that to fall back on. That's why you create different options. I've been a senior manager in retail. I could get any job in retail. Again, creating options. I'm great with property. Creating options. I could go into the property field as an employee. Never gonna happen, but I could do that. I could go into the business field. Create opportunities. Give yourself different faces and different hats. Hopefully that answers your question, and that brings today's segment to a close. Send over more questions. On to the next one, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.